Hi there, Erin Lee here of VancouverIslandPsychic.com, bringing you the weekly psychic reading for Monday, November the 24th to Sunday, November 30th, 2014. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I had a hard time choosing only 3 crystals for you this week, so your crystal choices for the week are apatite, carnelian, citrine, and lava. And don't worry if you don't know what each of the crystals do or what they mean, just choose the one that jumps out at you. So again, your choices are apatite, carnelian, citrine, and lava. All right, and this week we're going to do something a little bit different. For the weekly reading, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Archangel Oracle card deck, and for our crystal choices we're going to be using the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle card deck. It feels like we're going into a week where we have a lot of healing that's going on. It's definitely a time where we're becoming more inward within ourselves, and so the crystal choices with the Mermaids and Dolphins will help to bring in a bit of levity to help us move through the situations we're going through. Alright, so I'm just going to give the cards a shuffle, and I'm going to invite our angels in and ask them what messages they have for us for the coming week to help keep us healthy, centered, balanced, and strong, and moving forward in a positive way along our divine life path. Alright, so the first card is for Monday and Tuesday, and the message that's coming up for us is prosperity. Archangel Ariel is with us, and she says, your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So the big thing that's coming up for us Monday and Tuesday this week is anything that we've been dealing with on a financial level is starting to be resolved. So finances are coming into order, and it's important that you rest easy with the knowledge that everything is falling into place. So if at any point you've been having difficulty in this past week or so, let go of that on a financial level, and also abundance in any form on a material level. So this could be rent or mortgage payments, or food or clothing, or anything that you're needing on a material level. Know that there's abundance coming up for the first couple of days, Monday and Tuesday this week. It also feels like this is a really beneficial time to be making long-term plans or commitments that may involve finances. So for example, if you've been wanting to go on a vacation, Monday and Tuesday would be a really great time to be planning that or putting down deposit for that. And the other aspect that's coming up is that it's really important to follow your intuition around how you're bringing that money into your life and prosperity into your life. So for example, if you are in the process of pursuing your own passion, your own career, it's really important that you follow that intuition and following the messages that you're receiving from your heart around what you want to be doing as opposed to what you should be doing. All right, let's take a look at Wednesday and Thursday. The message that comes up for us is passion. Archangel Haniel is with us, and she says, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So Wednesday and Thursday are all about finding the things that we're passionate about in our lives as well. So as I said earlier, it feels like it could be a bit of a bumpy week. And so Wednesday and Thursday are all about finding the things that you love, that give you joy and bring you happiness, whether that's in your work life, your home and family life, your relationship, whatever that may be. It's time to re-embrace the passion. And so from a work perspective, getting back into the reason that you're doing the work that you're doing, what brought you into this in the first place, looking at your relationships, how do you connect with your partner and the people in your life, and what brought you together, what holds you together, and refinding those little things. It's interesting to me that Archangel Haniel is coming up because we do have a new moon that we're coming into at the end of, at the end of the week that we just finished and into the beginning of this week. And Archangel Haniel is the archangel who's most strongly connected with the moon, and so knowing that anything that you're experiencing that's related to the new moon that we're going through, asking for Haniel for help and refinding your passion and coming inside and more inward for yourself. Looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the message that's coming up for us is nurture. Archangel Gabrielle is with us, and she says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. And so with this card, Archangel Gabrielle is reminding us to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, that we're taking care of the little people who are important to us in our lives. And it's a really, really gentle time. So again, bringing that energy inward, focusing it more inward, and taking care of priorities on a home and a family level. And in fact, we could even say that we're starting to see a little bit of that through Wednesday and Thursday as well, where family is starting to shift focus, and the things that are important to us are coming to the forefront. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is not only about nurturing and taking care of yourself, but also prioritizing the things that are important in your life and making sure that your energy and resources are going into the things that have the highest priority for you, rather than the little things that aren't really as important, but they tend to be the areas that we put a lot of time, energy, and other resources into. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is also all about family, reconnecting with the people that we love, friends being, of course, the family that we choose, but it's a very gentle, nurturing, and nourishing time. All right, let's bring our crystals out. Okay, and we're going to give the cards a shuffle with the mermaids and dolphins and ask them what messages we need for the coming week. So if you've chosen carnelian, the message that's coming up for you is alchemy. And this is really cool because this is also coming up under the prosperity card. So alchemy says you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So again, reiterating the messages that we had at the beginning of the week, finances are being taken care of, your material needs are being taken care of. So please don't have any worries or concerns around that. Just make sure, pardon me, you're focusing on the things that you love and that you're passionate about, and putting your time and energy into projects that have been coming up for you. This is actually a really great time for you to be starting projects, particularly if you're working on the planning stages or the first kind of implementation of the project, because anything that you start right now does turn to gold. It has that Midas touch, and so it's a really great time for you to be doing that. However, it's really important that you aren't pushing and forcing things at this time. We're still in a place where there's a lot of very gentle energy. So starting things in more of a feminine way, where it's slow and gentle and nurtured, is really important, as opposed to a push and a force and a go, go, go kind of start. But and further to that, the appetite card, the appetite crystal is one of manifestation. So pay really close attention to your thoughts and how you're saying things. It's really important that you're focusing on the things that you do want rather than the things that you don't want, because you are in such a powerful place of manifestation. All right, now if you've chosen carnelian, the message that's coming up for you this week is treasure chest. And this card says an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. And so this is really excited. Again, finances for you are taken care of, they're under control. So let go of any worries that you may have on a financial level and any sort of material level. So that includes food, shelter, clothing, anything along those lines. The carnelian crystal itself is very much connected to the sacral chakra, which is all about passion, desire, the things that we want. And it's interesting to me that this card has come up underneath the passion card that we had for Wednesday and Thursday as well. So as you're doing the things that you're passionate about, that you love, as you're embracing that love and life and passion and really getting into living, that's how your needs are being met and taken care of, again on the financial level, but also your needs in a whole pile of different ways as well. So although this is a very physical experience kind of card and message for you, it feels like this is also answering needs that you have on the mental, the emotional, and spiritual levels as well. So it's all about passion and being supported this week for you if you've chosen carnelian. And if you've chosen citrine, the message that's coming up for you this week is synchronicity. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase their flow. So again, with the citrine crystal that we have for this week, that's a very powerful and positive manifestation crystal. It also is constantly clearing. Citrine is one of the few crystals that never needs to be cleared because it's constantly going through and clearing itself. And it feels like that's a big part of what's happening for you this week if you've chosen citrine. You're going through a time and a space where you're clearing things are coming up to the surface and being rapidly released, and that allows you to move into the synchronistic flow of life. Synchronicity being that state where things just start to fall into place. It's kind of a boom, 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 all the way through. And synchronistic events tend to seem kind of like coincidences. So for example, say one friend cancels a coffee date with you, but then another friend says, hey, let's do this, and you end up going to a concert and it's free tickets and everything's just kind of falling into place and lining up. So rather than getting caught up into the experience of things not working out and not happening, look for the opportunity that's then coming around the corner rather, that the opportunity that is now available to you because something has fallen away. So there's, as I said, there's a lot of clearing that's happening for you, but it also feels like you're coming into that synchronistic flow. Again, this is something that isn't being forced. It is a very gentle, nurturing and nourishing week that we have coming up, but do gratefully accept and take advantage of the opportunities that come to you. This has the opportunity to be a really powerful week of transformation and change, and that's really exciting. All right, if you've chosen lava for the week, the message that's coming up for you is explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities, and it's a good time to make changes. One of the things that I love about lava is it is a huge stone of transformation. Basically, it kind of comes through, it tears everything down so that it can be rebuilt. Now, from that perspective, it can be a slightly harsher stone in that it might be change that's happening, although this is change that you're needing, it's not necessarily happening in a very comfortable way. So do whatever you can to nurture and nourish yourself through the change, but also don't hold on tightly to the things that are changing, because there is something much, much better coming up for you around the corner on the other side. Going into the card that came up for you, exploring your options, it feels like you've been in kind of a place where you're seeing tunnel vision. There's one thing, there's one expectation, there's one outcome that you've been working towards, when in actual fact there are many different options available to you. And so the changes that you're seeing or experiencing through this coming week are opening up your eyes to the other options and opportunities that are available to you. So being proactive is important. If you find that there's an area in your life where things just aren't working the way that you want them to work, you can be proactive and say, okay, so what is here that I'm able to change to make things more comfortable for myself, or to make it flow more smoothly, or so that it works better for somebody else that I'm working with or who is involved with me in this situation. But if you've chosen lava for the week, know that whatever discomfort you may go through in the coming week is going to allow you greater sense of comfort and peace on the other side. So just don't hold on to it. And always call on your angels and ask them for help and support if there's anything that you're having trouble with. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. You can find the rest of my readings on my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com. I also offer in-person, phone, Skype, and email readings on my website as well. Wishing you a fabulous week.